What's up everybody, Phil back again, another video here on my channel for another replica. This time I'm going to do some Allis-Chalmers. The Allis-Chalmers D19 1/16 scale made by Ertl. It's a pretty cool replica of the D19. We'll take a quick look at the box first, and let's do that now. And here's the box, everybody. The cardboard folding box, of course, standard. On the either end, it has the some of the numbers for the production of the D19. On the back, it has some interesting little story and stuff about the tractor. Nice picture there, silhouette of a guy on the tractor. It's pretty cool, not too bad. But standard fare for a box of what I would call this would be a standard edition or a shelf model. We used to call it anyway. No, it is no special edition or nothing. It says ATCO there, Allis-Chalmers D19 on the bottom there. Tractor was made in 2009 by Ertl, so it's 12 years old. Alright everyone, let's move on to the star of the show, the D19. Let's do that now. And here it is everybody, the Ertl 1/16 scale Allis-Chalmers D19. Pretty cool little replica of a classic tractor. This tractor was produced between 1961 and 1964, so this tractor is celebrating its 60th anniversary this year of production. So that's pretty cool. It was, according to this box, 71 PTO horsepower and over 10,500 of them was built between those production years of 1961 and 64. Pretty good amount of them was built then. This replica is pretty neat. Like I said, to me I would consider it a shelf model of the era. So, and you'll see some of its details won't hold up to a replica play today, but that still doesn't matter. It's nice to have a D19 in my collection. Drawbar on the back is that classic flat bar with the hole in it to hook an implement to if you want. Not a whole lot of details in that rear end or nothing, but it's not too bad. The fenders are not quite a clamshell because they're flat across the top there, but they remind me of a clamshell, but they're not. It's just kind of weird. On the top of them fenders, you got some lights, which are actually part of the mold of the tractor. There's also a light back here on the back fender. That's also a mold into the molding casting of the tractor. The driver's station right there. That's your battery capture. It's got a black and white seat. Allis-Chalmers white, black trim. Steering wheel's white with the Allis-Chalmers logo in the middle there. Then you got a gear shift in the middle there on the column here, down on the middle between the legs there. And then there's the dashboard here is actually a decal. The foot pedals are casted into the molding. It's not terrible in there or nothing, but like I said, if you look at a replica play today, which to me I consider a replica play the same standard as this was in 2009, the replica play tractor does hold a lot more little details in my opinion. That's okay. It doesn't really bother me that much. I just like the classic look of this tractor. As far as the classic D19 hood there, nice and long. Of course, you got your Allis-Chalmers orange paint predominantly on the body of the tractor. The wheels and the trim are white, Allis-Chalmers white. Then you're on top of this here hood, you got a breather and a muffler side by side, which I think is pretty cool looking. And that muffler is actually rubber. The breather intake is plastic, but the muffler is a rubber muffler. The engine details aren't too terrible on this little tractor on either side of the engine for what it is. I think that's the most detailed part of this tractor. Of the whole thing is the engine compartment area. Some of the details for the components of the engine are nicely done, I think. Of course, you got your classic long decal there. Starts out at the front, at the very front here by the driver's station. It says diesel there, then it's long decal. In the middle says Allis-Chalmers, and out here by the hood and the grill, at the end of the hood and the grill, it says D19. The actual grill of the tractor is a decal. So weird to see that these days, a decal grill. Actually, I think that's an insert. It's not a decal. I thought it was, but it's got texture to it. I thought that was a decal first, but I don't think it is. I think it's an actual insert. That's pretty cool. Yeah, it is. That's an insert. That's neat. Pretty cool. Nice little D19 grill AC logo at the top. Now that is a little decal up here, I believe. Yeah. The underneath of the tractor front end, and then the rear end's got a few little details there as well. They don't look too bad. Your tires, 4 all the way around, all rubber. Pretty cool. Rear tire there, looks pretty standard of the day and era to me. Not too bad though. Nice deep tread on them. The wheel on the rear is a metal wheel. That's pretty cool to see. Nice little details on that wheel. Looks kind of like a weight almost on there, a big weight to me. Front wheel is a very standard wheel of that time and era. Rubber, of course, like I said, front tire, very standard for that era. And the wheel on the front, orange, Allis-Chalmers orange cap in the middle, and a little bit of rim detail there, as you can see. It's not terrible, but it's not too bad. It's a neat little tractor though. I'm glad I picked it up. I had a D19 way back in my previous collecting days, and when I started recollecting just over a year ago, I knew eventually I'd want one, so glad I ended up getting this one. This is a newer version of what I had, and this is probably more detailed than the one I had too. The one I had was from way back in like the late 80s or 90s, I forget. It was an older one. Alright everyone, I'll do some quick comparison with this guy, and let's move on to that now. Alright everyone, 1/16 scale Allis-Chalmers D19 by Ertl, alongside my 1/16 scale John Deere 3020 made by Ertl. This is a replica Play Series tractor. This has a lot of decaling on it, but like this one, the replica Play John Deere has inserts for the fender lights. It's just stuff like that they do that makes them a little bit more detailed in my opinion overall. But this Allis-Chalmers is very impressive in detailing. The back wheels are kind of cool really, and the engine compartment details on either side. It looks good, the engine, in my opinion. But I thought this would be a nice comparison. These tractors are around the same era, so I thought it'd be cool to see them side by side. Alright everyone, I'll move on to some quick final thoughts. Let's do that now. Alright everybody, Allis-Chalmers D19 1/16 scale by Ertl from 2009. Pretty sharp little model. Glad I picked it up. I wanted a D19 again, and I've seen the one I've had before, but then I noticed this one, and on thinking maybe eBay or something, or one of the Facebook groups, I forget where I got it exactly, but I liked the box on this one, and the looked like it was pretty sharp looking, so I went ahead and got it. It was new in the box. It was still tied down with the wires, so it's a pretty sharp little tractor, I must say. Alright everyone, I'll bring that camera closer for a quick look at this guy. I want to thank everybody who tunes to my channel. If you want to comment below, you can. Feel free. Like the video if you want. I just appreciate it. This is Phil. Y'all have a blessed day, and we'll talk again soon.